Okay, so today we're going to take a look at optimizing two-dimensional shapes. I'm going to change that to a 2 because I know someone will hate it. Optimizing two-dimensional shapes. So what does that mean? Okay, that means we're going to maximize the area while minimizing the perimeter. So think about it like this. I'll put in a little question here. You have a dog, right? And you go out buy a fence. You're going to buy 100 meters of fence. What shape should you make his pen to give him the most area to play, right? Should you make his pen? So that's going to be the question we're going to answer right now. So we have 100 meters of fence. What way can we set it up that we actually maximize the amount of area that dog can run around it? You're going to give him a lot of room or not that much room. Okay. First question we're going to answer is what's the best shape? If we ran all the numbers and we come back to this, the best shape we can do is actually a circle. That's a horrible circle, but let me go back here. I can actually make a circle. Insert, shape, circle. Done. The best shape we can actually make is a circle. Okay? That's the absolute best we can do. But we always can't make a circle. All right, and actually the next best thing would be like a 100-sided shape down to 99-sided shape or so on and so forth. But generally we deal with rectangle squares. I've never seen a really dog run around a pentagon or a hexagon or something like that. So my question is for you, what would be the best dimensions for a 4-sided shape? What side should each be? You want something that's skinnier and longer? You want something, well, that's skinny and long, just in a different direction. What shape is the best here? What dimensions for our pen, which is going to be 100 meters? Okay? Highlight that, make it bold, make it big. Okay, so what dimensions are the best? And that's what we're going to take a look at right now. So, what we're going to do here is I've set up this little formula to give us, if we give it a length and a width, it's going to give us the area already done. So we're looking for a 4-sided shape. So if we give it a length of 1, now length and width are going to equal 50 because we have 2 of each, right? Can I write on here? Oh yeah. So hypothetically, I'm just going to do this. If I did 1 and 49, right? That would mean the other side would be 1 and 49, and all that adds up to 100. Okay, so that's what we're looking for, 100 meters of fence. So let's take a peek here. Let's do 1 and 49. And length times width is 49. So let's do 2 and 48. Oops. Right, 96. Made a big jump there. So if we didn't really like our dog, we put him in a 1 by 49 one, let him run straight up and down. So if we do like it, we can make it a little bigger. Now I'm not going to go through every one of these one by one. What I'm going to do is actually just run this all at once. Let's go. Let's put a 25 on this side, and this side goes down. I guess I can go all the way to 49 on this side. 49. And this side should count down. 49. Oh, should line up with 1. Perfect. So if we take a look here, our length and widths and our area, what's happening as we go up here? 3, we get a little bigger. 4 width, we get a little bigger, and so on and so forth. Okay? And we keep getting bigger until we reach a point where it appears to be the largest. Right? And then it goes back down. So it appears that 25 and 25 for length and width are our answer. Okay, so what shape is that going to give you? It's going to give you a square. Okay. If I go here, my pen, perfect. So this one here is going to be 25 by 25. So the shape we want is a square. And the way we figure that out, our dimensions, is we take the perimeter and we divide it by 4. Right? So 100, in this case, 100 divided by 4 equals 25. So perimeter divided by 4 gives us our best 4-sided shape, which is going to be a square. So if I said 200, you say, okay, 200 divided by 4 is 50. So 50 by 50. So now, let's say we have just over 100 meters of fence. This time we're going to put our dog against the house, right? So it's going to look something like this, where the red represents our house. What kind of dimensions should we put there, right? So what kind of dimensions will get our best result? For this one, perimeter divided by 4, the 4-sided shape. Now for this one, let's go over here. So we have, where's my pen here again? For this one, we're like this. So there's going to be 2 lengths, and 1 width. So we could go 1, 1, and this is our dimensions here, 98, right? Then we go 2, 2, just right into the first couple here, 2, 2, 96. 3, 3, 6, 94. All right, so that's going to be my numbers that I'm going to input here. Because the lowest one, we can go 1 by 98. Right, so it's going to go 1 by 98. And then let's go 2 by 96. Because these all add up to 100 once we double that. And 3 and 94. As we can see, we're still getting bigger as we go. So let's run these numbers again. Zoom out. And what's the highest number I can go to? I guess I can go like 48 maybe. Yeah. So we can go all the way down here till we get the 48. 48 plus 48 will give us what? 96. I guess we can go a little bit higher. I think I could go to 49. Let's go all the way to 49. So let's take a look at what's happening again. So if we look here, 198. Oh, we're getting higher, we get higher. So let's scroll down and find the biggest number. Oh, here's our biggest number is right here. Oops. Biggest number is right here, 1250. So that's with a length of 25 and a width of 50. All right, let's go back here. So it turns out our best here is when this is 50, this is 25, this is 25. So realistically, if I draw this again, how could I do this? Now this would be one width, this would be one width. Those are equal to 25. And this is 2 widths, which is twice those. So realistically, our width equals our perimeter divided by 4 again, and our length equals 2 widths, right? So that's how that will look. So if I gave you, let's just write up here, let's say 500, right? And I wanted to make a 3-sided shape. I go, okay, 500 divided by 4 equals 250. So that's going to give us our 250 here, 250 here. And then to get our long side, we go 250 times 2, which equals 500. Lastly, what if we put it in a corner with our house? So if we have this, we have our house like this. So a 2-sided shape. So if we had a 2-sided shape, there's my pen. So I have something like this. So I could do 1 on this side and 99 on that side. Our second one would be, let's do 2 and 98, because we just have 2 sides of the fence to fill up. So we just need those 2 numbers to add up to 100. So let's go 1 and 99, and 2 and 98. And then this one here can go all the way to, I guess it can go all the way to 99, can't it? Oops. 99. This one here can go to all the way down to 1. Now let's go looking for where our biggest number is. Our biggest number appears to happen right here. So if we had 100 meters of perimeter, what's the number here? Well, it's half, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the perimeter and divide it by 2, which will give us, in this case, 50. Okay? 50 and 50. So I'm going to jump down here real quick. Actually, I'm not. So that's what's going to happen there. We're going to review it down here. Now, the one question you might get is, what should my dimensions be if I need an area of, let's say the area is 900 centimeters squared, or meters squared. All right, so what's my dimensions there? So I'm going to go through something here and we'll review it after. Right? So, and we're going to make a 4-sided shape. So 4-sided shape. So let's take a look here what we know. Well, we know area equals length times width. And we're making a 4-sided shape, length and width. Now we know the best 4-sided shape is a square. So we know in a square that length equals width. So I'm just going to rename that let's say x and x, right? So I'm going to rename that x and x. So realistically, area equals x times x. So area equals x squared. Now let's plug in what we know. Now we know area equals 900. So I go 900 equals x squared. And how do we get rid of that x squared, just like we did with Pythagorean theorem, is we're going to take the square root of x squared on one side and square it over here. And the square root of 900 is, square root of 900 is 30. So we now know our side lengths are going to be 30 and 30. So let's review. Define the optimal perimeter, optimal area given the perimeter. So four-sided, and hint, 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 this is what you should write in your notes for yourself. You take the perimeter and you divide it by 4. For three-sided, take the perimeter, divide it by 4, and that gives you the widths. And for the length, you times your width by 2. So you should have a diagram that looks like this. W, W, and this one is 2W. For a two-sided, you take your perimeter, and you divide it by 2. And lastly, when given an area, to make a four-sided, take the square root of the area. Will give you your length and width. Length and width. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.